Okay guys, I'm gonna go back to market. I shouldn't, because I've been doing challenges today. Not only have I been doing challenges, I've been finishing off a trade I've been in for a couple of days and I'm out flat for the week. But I've opened my mouth because one of the guys asked me if I would. So I've analysed something and now I'm going to back it up. So let's play the intro.
Matron, take them away.
And a warm welcome to one and all. It's your first time here. This might be a bit of an odd one. Everything I do is unscripted. We haven't gone to market yet, but we're about to. And we're going to back up something that I've seen. So if you're used to seeing retrospective charts, etc., you're not going to see it here. I trade in the moment. Now I'm about to put an order into the market that I'm interested in, which is 𝗖𝗡𝗡𝗖𝗧. Now if you bear with me a second while I set this up, because like I say, I don't script anything, I don't believe in retrospective charts. Everything we see is live. Okay, so let's flick this over. I'm going to put the order in on the break of this red box and then I may reposition it, but at the moment that's where it's going. Okay, which is there. Drop that in. And we're going to be targeting roughly the top of the green box, which is there. Okay, so that's set up. So let me get a slurp of coffee, because we all know Scruffy likes it, coffee, and I'll explain this to you. So first of all, I'm out of all my positions. I should only have one ticket, which is the one I've drawn in. And then that's what I've done today. Now this particular trade, I've been running for a couple of days. It's a very low ATR. It never changed its criteria, so it ended up running for overnight for a couple of days, stayed in a range, and then has dropped out and has now done exactly what I wanted. The losses that you see are this one. I wanted it just to be out of the trade. I wanted it to be net positive. It became net positive and I just sacrificed £6. This was going on for the CPI news event. There was no way I was going to tackle it. All right. So I killed the trade, waited for the news to finish and then repositioned, went in. All right. And you'll see that in the videos that I did earlier on today. Now this particular trade is just triggering now. Now where it's come from is in here. No, it's just playing in the background. I'll come to the chart in just a second. I kind of update what's going on with this lot all the time. Now I've already dropped the bias in, which is here. So kind of before I go to market, the guys will have seen this so they can see what it is. It's 𝗖𝗡𝗡𝗖𝗧. It's telling me to sell it as the dominant bias. The low time frames are telling me it's pushing down, but the high time frames are telling me to buy it. So if that's the case, I need to be conservative with my target. That's why I'm going from one zone to a mid zone. Okay. Now, when I look at this, you can think, well, why is the pound selling off if it's going against JPY and JPY is pretty darn weak? Well, what you've got to remember is when you see something like this, it might come out the gate pretty darn quick. But think supermarket. If something is dirt cheap, somebody's going to buy it. So they'll buy up the JPY. And if something's really expensive, they'll sell it off. Pound is really expensive, so sell it off. And that creates the imbalance. Okay, so I'm quite happy with that. But what I also do is I do a full chart breakdown, which is kind of here. Just switch that off. Oh, bugger. Which is here. I break down the entire trade. Where I'm getting in, why I'm getting in, how it's marked up, how the direction is formed, and then how to cultivate a trade idea, including where I place the stops, how I do the trade management. It's all there. And that's just for these guys. So if you're a Rogue Plus, you get to see this each time I go to market, or pretty much when I go to market. Now, they always ask what's going on as well, and I always feel obliged to help, and that's where this came from. Because Haircut, God bless him, oh, well done, kid, well done. His small accounts off and running. We're doing a small success. I've been doing it, or I should say, I am doing it alongside them. And for me, life seems to be pretty darn good with it. Bear with me, I might as well pull that up. I will show you. There it is there. They're the products that we are running. It's BlackBull account if you want to follow along. And I've grown it by 12 quid this week. Doesn't sound much, but we're dealing with 10 and 20 pence. So the growth on that is phenomenal. I only want to do 20 quid this month. I'm over halfway. So slow and steady is the winner. Anyway, let's get back to this. Let's get back to the chart of choice, and we'll see if there's something can be done with it, and I'll explain the trade. Okay, and then before I go, just see if we can say, there he is. This one here always takes the mickey out of me, because he's a bit of a bugger. And yes, you have done it again. And he was looking for, where is it? He's going back to market. Told him not to. Just told him off. Stop over trading. Stop it. I'll bloody fly over there and kick you right in the knackers. As we did here. And the cheeky bastard put on a bloody jock strap and then went to market anyway. I love these guys. I genuinely do. I'm not strict with, well, I am strict with them. My sole job with that group is to get them to be better. That's it. You know, I don't take the trades for them. I've got no time for signals, and I've got no time for signal hunters. But what I do have time for is somebody who wants to learn. And the way you learn is through experience as they're going through. But it's all well and good me saying something. I have to back it up. So I do that every time. If I say this is what I'm going to do, I'll back it up. And then they can learn how to read the charts pretty much the way I do. So, what are we looking at here? Well, we're actually looking at a golden eye principle. This is a golden eye setup. Take it out to a daily so you can understand what is going on. Now, the short term is to the sell side. Now, why would we think it's to the sell side? Well, yesterday there was an incredible surge up, and it is holding at the top end. Right? This is an overextended candle. There's going to be some form of pressure release in the short term before it starts moving back up. Now, when it decides that it's going to move back up, it's going to look for this area here, which it's already started to look for. And you can kind of see all the indecision and then push to here before it carries on whatever journey it is downwards. And if it is moving downwards, which it has a good chance to, it's going to move against this here. Now, why that? It is overextended and in a singular direction. The energy will run out of it. It can't sustain that long. So what happens is it'll push up to certain areas and then fade away and then come back when it's built up its steam again. Now, in the meantime, if we come down, we can see that roll over here to a sort of degree. Okay, strong push, weak down, strong push. Now, this was weak down, but it couldn't hold on to the buyers any longer. They just collapsed with the CPI earlier on, just pushed up heavily and then found the level that I pre-marked. Whoosh, down it came. So this level is crucial, but it's in the face of a very strong buy. So if it's in the face of a strong buy and I'm going to counter trend this, I've got two choices. I either wait for it to come back down and then carry on with it. But I'm looking at it as a day trade. I don't want to wait for 5 hours for it to come down, so I might as well counter trend it with a low TP, hence the sheet telling me to be a low TP. Just get in, get out, and be done. Art of trading. Now, as we move into the hourly, you'll see that there's a fair bit of greens coming in, but the reds are dominant. You know, small body greens all the time, but big body reds. And there's only really these two here that are dominant, but they're the build up to a news event. Of course they're going to be dominant, but then thump, thump. A little bit of pressure release. So what I can do, I can now trade all the way up to here and then back down again, you know. So the easiest way to do that is dip your toe in the water and then build a position backwards. And then when it gets to target, if you get 2 or 3 positions in, brilliant. And if you get some more in, even better. And if you think you're wrong, these broken positions can get you out of trouble. So let me play this out and we'll find out. But we'll take it down the drill first. So as you can see, there's a strong move here. So the initial order's here, which is the break of the zone. What we can do now to help us with extra sort of entry exit points is I can use these. Okay, so what I want to be doing, and sure enough it's gone straight to that 50 and tagged it. Should have maybe just had an order sitting there to pick that up, but well, we didn't, so we'll not really worry about that. We're going to drop these in up here, just like so. And what I'm going to do, just like that. Okay. And should I, yeah, maybe just put that there as a marker. Okay. Right. Up here, I have a real problem. Up until this level, not so much. So I've now got all these key levels that I can add in to get back down and make me some money. Take it to 5 minutes to monitor it. There's the red coming in. Yeah, wouldn't have quite triggered it anyway. But come down, but I could put another order here. And then that sort of equals up a lot, and I've got a barrier to protect it. So I could do that. That's nice and easy to do. So it's kind of adding in as it's going in my favor. So we'll just drop an order in. See if it'll let me do that. Yes, it has. Excellent. Okay. So what I'm going to do is just going to put that on the blue line. And I'm just going to target the top of the green box. Well, it's in now. Just like so. Target the top of the green box. Let that run down into here and be happy. You know, even if it just comes down, picks that up and gets so far down, get 100 quid. I'll be happy with 100 quid. What have we done today? 300 quid. Is it 300 quid today? 270. So yeah, if I do sort of 50 to 100 quid, I'll be more than happy. So let's play this out and then I'll come back to you at the end. Okay guys, it's at the end of the night. It's just turned 8 o'clock. I've been here since 6 o'clock this morning. And this ran up, as you can see, and it went straight to one of the levels that I put in, is stalled, and is now collapsing down. Now, one of the rules I have is when it goes to the 5th level, I'm really just looking to get out of the trade. Now, I've got 103 bagged at this moment in time, which is dropping backwards on itself, and that's made up of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sacrifice these and let this lot pay it off. Boom, just like so. Right, what does that do? Well, it just means the day trade is finished. I've sacrificed a little, but I've gained a lot, and that's the best way to work it. So there's nothing else running now. All my tickets are finished, and that is today's total. I think it's all right. Well, if I'd left it just a couple of minutes, it would have come back down into here. However, it's the top of the hour, and I just wanted to close it out. So there we go. Like I say, I'm keeping the videos kind of separate between mindset and trades. So if you've got something you want me to talk about in a talking head video, just like bits of advice, etc., drop it in the comments, and I'll make a dedicated video for you. And then these trade videos will be like this, where I'll tell you what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and then show you it. I think that's maybe the fairest way. So as always, guys, trade well, keep your risk managed, but above all, do what you love, and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.